Hey y'all. All right. Somebody said bathing is a ritual to other gods or something. But the bathing that I'm talking to you all about on my last live, I was just simply talking about being clean, personal hygiene. All right, so we're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about personal hygiene and self-care routines. All right, self-care routines, personal hygiene. Now, when you are taking care of yourself, you're feeling pretty good. You feel a little better. And it shows. It shows in the way that you take care of your body, your physical world. And so, someone was saying, well, if you tell people to bathe and use good smelling soaps and make it a routine, they're going to think that you're telling them to do some kind of a ritual. And that's not what I'm telling you all to do. All right? Like a prayer, like honoring other gods. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay, so self-care means that you take time to care for yourself. Like to rest your body, feed your body, have your body clean. And not only your body, but your physical space, your mental space, your spiritual space, right? So if you go to cdc.gov, there is a page on there, cdc.gov/hygiene/personal/hygiene. You will see what I'm talking about. And you will see that many diseases and conditions can be prevented or controlled through good hygiene practices. Right? So, I'll just tell you what they are on there. Keeping your hands clean. So, hand washing. Keeping your fingernails clean. That's called nail hygiene. Keeping them trimmed, or if they're long, keeping them clean, like using a fingernail brush to clean them. Facial cleanliness is on there as well. Learning about the importance of washing your face regularly. And coughing and sneezing is mentioned on there. How to cough and sneeze without spreading disease. Foot hygiene is listed on there. Learning how to have healthy feet and the dangers of... Now, I've never heard of a fish pedicure. Have you heard of that? Dangers of a fish pedicure. I've not heard of a fish pedicure. Okay, but it's on there. And then that one also talks about how to prevent athlete's foot and more. Hair and scalp hygiene is on there. Menstrual cycle, menstrual hygiene. Learn more about good menstrual health and hygiene practices that prevent infections, reduce odors, and help you stay comfortable during that time of the month. So, when I'm talking to you all about these things, self-care and wellness, I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not going on the fly. I'm, just grabbing ideas off the top of my head. You know, I'm really trying to educate you. That's what I am. I'm an educator. I'm Dr. Lynn Daniel, PhD, EDS. I'm the self-care evangelist. And that's what I do. I educate people about self-care. And I encourage them to check out reliable sources like the International Self-Care Foundation's website. Now you can check out the CDC's website. And then, of course, you can read my books. And, just kind of figure out. Because, look, when you're not feeling well, when you're in a funk, when you have been dealing with difficult life situations, toxic relationships, physical and mental, emotional abuse, your physicality suffers. You know? There are signs. Yep. Like some people don't comb their hair. Some people don't shampoo or clean their hair. You know, some people don't brush their teeth when they're in a funk, like feeling really bad. You know. Now I was looking for like some studies or some boring teacher type of research. And I found one from somewhere in Australia, and it was doing a whole explanation about clean water, clean dishes. Like in this study, the researchers would visit the people that were in the study, right? And they were looking for levels of cleanliness and self-care as identified in hygiene practices in the house, in their homes. So they looked at the kitchen, they were looking at dishes, were they clean, was food covered and stored safely and properly. They were looking at, was the mother wearing shoes, all kinds of things. I could go get that study. I printed it because I'm like, dang, I want to read this. I know, I want to thoroughly read it. I just kind of scanned it. But that's true. Like, self-care is evident in our living spaces. Like, if we're in a funk and we're overwhelmed by life and you're depressed feeling, or you're down, or you're, at the very base of the map of consciousness scale, and you're feeling shame, you're in shame, and you're paralyzed by self-loathing and stuff, you ain't gonna feel like doing all of this. But I encourage you to try. Try with the simplest thing. Yep. I know you all hear me. I'm cutting this paper because the kids are making, the students are making chains, red, black, and green chains for Black History Month. And I wanted to at least have the paper ready for them tomorrow when they start on it. Well, I mean, it's not an assignment. It's after school group, and they're coming in the morning, supposedly. But anyway. Yep. All right. So that's really it, you all. I'm just coming to say, listen, the things I'm sharing on here is really like old school stuff that, old school mindsets, practices that people have kind of abandoned, really. Like, these are things that my great-grandmother used to, like, make us bathe when we were children and in the summertime playing outside. And you know how kids get sweaty and they smell like the puppies and stuff? And my great-grandmother would rally all us kids. I think the girls would bathe together and the boys. I can't remember how, But she would scrub, like get the washcloth and the soap and scrub our arms and legs and our backs and our tummies so hard. We be like, why you gotta do it so hard? Cause she was old school from the country, from Tennessee. You know, from the rural world, on the farm, you know? And so they didn't bathe every day, you know? But these are practices, like if we don't have good self-care, we can make ourselves sick. I was, man, where did I hear this story? Someone was sharing their story. A young lady was sharing her own personal testimony about her family life and how her family was dysfunctional, had a lot of trauma and toxicity and, you know, abandonment and neglect. And at one point she had moved with her grandmother into this shack kind of a house, so they didn't have cleanliness, like modern amenities, toilets and stuff. And she said her grandmother, they used a bucket for the bathroom, right? But it was right there in the room, and the girl slept next to that thing. And she said it made her sick, and she had to go in the hospital. You know? And so if we are in conditions that are not clean, like if we're living in conditions that don't have modern amenities, then we can still use safety precautions and cleanliness practices to keep it safe. You know? Yeah, like back in the day, my grandma, and grandpa, they used to talk about outhouses and stuff. You know? So we have all these modern amenities, you all, to help make life a little easier for us, convenient. And so, you know, just use it to the best of your ability. All right, so self-care practices, bathing, showering, cleanliness, hands clean, kitchen clean, around your food's covered. You know, when you store them, they're covered. They have lids or wrap paper, plastic paper or something on them. And yeah, like all of that stuff. So y'all get it though. I know y'all get it. Hello, Bear. How are you, Bear? Hope you are doing well. All right, you all. I'm getting ready to get off of here. I'm on the red stack now. So I'm not going to make a whole lot because I don't know how many. I made the red, the green, and then I'm on the red. Then I'll get the black paper. And then what they will do tomorrow is they'll staple it like that. Then they'll take, like they'll do red, black, and green. That's how they'll do it. It'll be, yeah, because I don't have the blacks, but you know what I'm saying. They do it in order, red, black, and green, red, black, and green. And then they make a whole bunch of them and hang them up around the school. And I know we're a little bit, you know, late, but our campus is huge. So, you know, and we just have to do it how we do it. And when kids are in charge of things, they are learning how to manage their time and how to listen to adult. They need to listen to the adults because the adults be trying to tell them. And the whole point of the club is for them to practice leadership, not for me to do the work for them. But I'm doing this to help them out. All right, you all. I'm going to go. Thank you all. Check out my profile. sign up, like, whatever, join, or whatever we do over here. All right? Be blessed. See you later. Bye.